Hey everyone, welcome back. My name's Eli with RJ Barbecue, and today we'll be going over a very versatile piece of meat. Everyone knows it, pork belly. So today we'll be going and making sliced pork belly, chicharron for a little bit of crunch, and our pork belly burn ends. So come along.
Let's start by cutting our pork belly into 3 separate even pieces.
All right, so first we're gonna start off by getting our ingredients into the pot. I have 1 yellow onion. I'm gonna go and cut this in half just so it fits better. We're gonna add a bay leaf, some whole black peppercorns, and a liberal amount of salt. Do not be scarce with this. Once that's done, put it on the stove and let that start heating up to boil. Now let's move on to our pork belly. We're going to start by scoring the skin. This is gonna help render the fat once we put it into the pot of water. All right, we're gonna throw that into the pot. We're gonna let this boil for about 15 minutes. When that's done, we're gonna take it out, put it on a rack, let it dry out. Now you can throw it in the fridge. That'll help dry the skin out more. However, for myself, I'm just gonna go ahead and pat it dry and start cutting it in vertical strips. I got this new curved blade from the restaurant store. I'm a big fan. Now, for the fun part, we have our oil at 375 degrees, and we're gonna go ahead and put the pork belly in. So I'm gonna twice fry this. All right, so we see how it looks now, and we're gonna put it back again. It's gonna help get it extra crispy. You can put it in the full time. However, I feel like that'll dry it out more. You won't get as great of a crunch. And you can use a cast iron skillet for this as well. Just make sure you have some thermometer to ensure that the oil is at 375. Here's the finished product. We're gonna go ahead and douse this in some tahini. All right, we're gonna use around a 4-pound pork belly with the skin on. I got this one from Costco. We're gonna liberally apply some RJ sweet heat. If you don't have that, no worries. Use any seasoning of your choice, or your basic salt, pepper, garlic, and paprika will always work as well. From there, we're gonna go ahead and throw it on our smoker. I have mine running around 275, and we're gonna put this on for 3 to 4 hours, at least until it hits 165 and we have a nice bark forming. Now we see it's hitting the temp. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it. I put a little bit of butter and honey under there, and we're gonna put that back on the grill. Once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and slice. Look at that. Normally I would let it rest, but I was running late to a children's birthday party, so we're just gonna have to go ahead and let it rock how it is. As you can see, looks great. All right, the finished product.
We have our pork belly. We're gonna cut this into 1.5-inch pieces. Make sure you have a nice sharp knife while you're doing this, because that skin is tough, and if you don't cut all the way through, you're gonna be trying to pull this thing apart. Ask me how I know. Now that they're cubed up, we're gonna go ahead and place them in the tray. I'm going to use my R&J Sweet Heat seasoning. If you don't have that, you can go ahead and use salt, pepper, and garlic powder. We're also going to add some brown sugar to this and make sure that it is nice and covered. Make sure to go heavy on the seasoning. Now we're gonna smoke this at 275. We're gonna put it in our drum smoker and we're gonna let this go for around 2.5 hours. After that 2.5 hours, we're gonna go ahead and bring them in. We're gonna put some butter, brown sugar, honey, along with some Kinder's brown sugar barbecue sauce. You can use whatever sauce that you like as well. And we're gonna stick this back on the smoker until we get a nice, dark, sticky, caramelized burn ends.
All right, guys, so we have finished our different preparation methods and we have everything here. So now let's go ahead and take a taste. Man, that's like pork belly is something else. Just one seasoning, just used my R&J Sweet Heat blend, a little bit of butter for the wrap, and that was good to go. Now we got our chicharron. We fried it up. That crunch right there. The only thing I'm missing is some guacamole. And last, our pork belly burn ends. Soft, moist. Yeah, you guys like that?
Nice.
Everything that you want with a nice pork belly. It'll be the talk of the town when you have to go and cook at the cookout, you know? So here's some easy recipes to follow if you can. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.